Mr. Terranova?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kelly Garrett. I'm on assignment from Fashion Daily, photographer.
There was a time before streaming, before skip intros, before show titles flashed by in 3 seconds, when a TV theme song was its own pop single. Networks treated those 30 to 90 seconds like a Billboard release. They hired Grammy winners, Oscar winners, Love and Spoonful frontmen, jazz keyboardists, country legends, and soul gods to write them. Some hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Some went platinum. Some became your grandparents' karaoke staples. Then the shows ended. The themes never did. Today, we're counting down 10 forgotten 1970s TV theme songs that you'll instantly remember the moment you hear them. Stick around for #1. The theme song hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and turned a 60s rock band frontman into a 70s solo hitmaker. #1, Phyllis on CBS.
Golden Gate simply disappear.
In 1975, CBS gave The Mary Tyler Moore Show its second spin-off. The first had been Rhonda in 1974. This one was Phyllis. Cloris Leachman reprised her role as Phyllis Lindstrom, Mary Richards' narcissistic Minneapolis landlady. Phyllis premiered on CBS on September 8, 1975, after her husband Lars died suddenly and leaves her penniless. Phyllis moves to San Francisco with her teenage daughter Bess, played by Lisa Gerritsen. They move in with Lars's eccentric mother Audrey, played by Jane Rose, and her stepfather Judge Jonathan Dexter, played by Henry Jones. The show was created by Ed Weinberger and Stan Daniels, future producers of Taxi. Mary Tyler Moore Show producer James L. Brooks was a creative consultant. The theme music was composed by Stan Daniels himself. It was a 25-second sprightly orchestral piece with no lyrics, featuring playful woodwind flourishes and a string-led main melody. The theme had no chart life, but became one of the most recognizable MTM production cues of the era. Tragedy struck reportedly during production. 3 episodes into the first season, supporting actress Barbara Colby was murdered in a Venice Beach drive-by shooting. Judith Laurie, who played Mother Dexter, died of natural causes in 1976. Cloris Leachman won the 1976 Golden Globe for Best Actress in a Comedy Series. The show finished 6th in the ratings its first season, 48 episodes across 2 seasons. CBS canceled it in March 1977. The same week, The Mary Tyler Moore Show ended its own run. #9, Different Strokes, NBC.
Everybody's got a special kind of story.
In 1978, Norman Lear's Tandem Productions pitched NBC a new sitcom. The premise? A wealthy, widowed Manhattan businessman who adopts 2 orphaned black brothers from Harlem, the children of his deceased housekeeper. The show needed a theme song that could convey the blended family premise in under 30 seconds. They hired a 31-year-old Canadian songwriter named Alan Thicke. Different Strokes premiered on NBC on November 3, 1978. Conrad Bain plays Philip Drummond, the wealthy adoptive father. Gary Coleman plays the irrepressible Arnold Jackson. Todd Bridges plays his older brother Willis. Dana Plato plays Drummond's biological daughter Kimberly. Charlotte Ray plays the housekeeper Edna Garrett, who would soon spin off into The Facts of Life. The theme song, It Takes Different Strokes, was co-written by Alan Thicke, his then-wife Gloria Loring, and TV producer Al Burton. Thicke sang backing vocals on the recording. Gloria Loring provided lead vocals. The lyrics opened with, "Now the world don't move to the beat of just one drum," and built to the chorus, "It takes different strokes to move the world." Alan Thicke described the discipline of writing TV themes as a 24-second challenge to summarize the entire premise of the show. Different Strokes ran for 8 seasons across NBC and ABC. Ending in March 1986 after 189 episodes. Alan Thicke would compose over 40 television themes across his career, including The Facts of Life, Wheel of Fortune, and Hello Harry. He died of a heart attack on December 13, 2016. The theme song he wrote in 1978 has outlived him. #8, Charlie's Angels on NBC.
Once upon a time, there were 3 little girls who went to the police academy.
In 1976, Aaron Spelling and Leonard Goldberg pitched ABC a show about three beautiful female private investigators who solved crimes for an unseen wealthy boss named Charlie. ABC bought it. The pilot needed a theme song. They hired Jack Elliott and Alan Ferguson, the same composing duo behind the Barney Miller theme. Charlie's Angels premiered on ABC on September 22, 1976, after the pilot movie aired earlier that March. Kate Jackson plays Sabrina Duncan, Farrah Fawcett plays Jill Monroe, Jacqueline Smith plays Kelly Garrett, David Doyle plays the bumbling Bosley, John Forsythe provides the voice of the never-seen Charlie Townsend, speaking only through a speakerphone in the office. The theme was a fully instrumental orchestral piece, no lyrics, pure jazz orchestra fusion with brass fanfare and walking bass line. The opening Good Morning Angels and Good Morning Charlie dialogue was overlaid on top of the music. The melody became one of the most recognized themes of the entire 1970s without ever having words. Henry Mancini, the legendary composer of the Pink Panther theme and Moon River, recorded the Charlie's Angels theme on his 1977 album Mancini's Angels. Charlie's Angels ran for 5 seasons and 115 episodes. The show became one of the highest-rated dramas of the late 1970s, with Farrah Fawcett's poster becoming a cultural phenomenon that sold 12 million copies. Cast changes were constant. The show ended on June 24, 1981. The theme song became immortal. Number 7. Taxi, ABC. In 1977, the producers who had just left The Mary Tyler Moore Show to form their own company pitched ABC a new sitcom. James L. Brooks, Stan Daniels, David Davis, and Ed Weinberger, who had just created Phyllis at number 10, would now create their next show together. The premise? The everyday lives of the New York taxi drivers and abusive dispatcher of the Sunshine Cab Company. Taxi premiered on ABC on September 12, 1978. Jude Hirsch played Alex Rieger, the only driver who saw himself as a real cabbie rather than just a temporary struggling artist. Danny DeVito played the dispatcher Louis De Palma. Marilu Henner, Jeff Conaway, Tony Danza, Andy Kaufman as Latka Gravas, and a young Christopher Lloyd as Reverend Jim rounded out the ensemble. James Burrows, the future co-creator of Cheers, directed most of the first 4 seasons. The producers originally asked composer Bob James to write an upbeat theme song called Touchdown. James submitted it, then submitted a second, more melancholy instrumental that he had written for a guest character in episode 3 named Angela. The producers heard the second song. They scrapped Touchdown and used Angela instead. The song, all electric piano and soft strings over a Manhattan skyline shot, became one of the most haunting and recognizable instrumental themes in TV history. James's 1978 album Touchdown went platinum, a rare achievement for a jazz album. Number 6. Maude on CBS.
Godiva was a freedom rider.
In 1971, Norman Lear changed American television with All in the Family. By 1972, he was ready to spin off a character. He chose Edith Bunker's outspoken liberal feminist cousin, Maude Findlay, played by Bea Arthur. Lear gave Maude her own show and built it around her 4 times married, fast-talking, gun control advocating, abortion-debating life in Tuckahoe, New York. Maude premiered on CBS on September 12, 1972. Bea Arthur led an ensemble that included Bill Macy as her 4th husband Walter, Adrienne Barbeau as her divorced daughter Carol, Conrad Bain as nosy neighbor Dr. Arthur Harmon, and Rue McClanahan, the future Blanche Devereaux on The Golden Girls, as Maude's best friend, Vivian. Esther Roll played the housekeeper Florida Evans, who would spin off into Good Times. The theme song And Then There's Maude was written by Marilyn and Alan Bergman, the future 3-time Oscar-winning lyricists behind The Way We Were and Yentl, with music by composer Dave Grusin. It was performed by soul legend Donny Hathaway. The lyrics compared Maude to Lady Godiva, Joan of Arc, Isadora Duncan, and Betsy Ross, building to the gospel funk chorus, And Then There's Maude. Hathaway tragically died by suicide on January 13, 1979. The show ran 6 seasons and 141 episodes before ending on April 22, 1978. Number 5. The Love Boat on ABC.
I'd know about it.
Smith, I appreciate what you've done for me, and I'm going to mention your name in my article.
In 1977, Aaron Spelling and Douglas C. Kramer pitched ABC a romantic comedy anthology series set aboard a specific princess cruise ship. Each episode would feature 3 or 4 guest celebrities playing passengers in interwoven romance plots. ABC bought it. The Love Boat premiered on ABC on September 24, 1977. Gavin McLeod, fresh off his role as Murray Slaughter on The Mary Tyler Moore Show, played Captain Merrill Steubing. Bernie Capel played Dr. Adam Bricker. Fred Grandy, the future U.S. Congressman from Iowa, played purser Burl Gopher Smith. Ted Lang played bartender Isaac Washington. Lauren Tews played cruise director Julie McCoy. The theme song was composed by Charles Fox with lyrics by Paul Williams. Fox had previously co-written the 1973 Roberta Flack hit Killing Me Softly with his song. Williams had written We've Only Just Begun for the Carpenters and Rainbow Connection for Kermit the Frog. The producers chose 1962 and 1964 Grammy winner Jack Jones to sing the theme, and his lounge singer interpretation of Love, Exciting and New, Come Aboard, We're Expecting You became one of the most recognizable opening lines in television history. Jones recorded it as a single in 1979. It peaked at number 37 on the Billboard Adult Contemporary chart. The Love Boat ran 9 seasons and 250 episodes, ending in 1986. Dionne Warwick replaced Jones as the theme vocalist for the final season. Number 4. Moving On NBC.
Gotta keep 'em going, take wheels rolling, moving on.
In 1974, NBC was looking to capitalize on America's growing fascination with long-haul truckers. CB radios were becoming a national craze. NBC commissioned a TV movie called In Tandem, which aired May 8, 1974. The pilot succeeded. NBC ordered a series. Moving On premiered on NBC on September 12, 1974. The premise was Route 66 with an 18-wheeler instead of a Corvette. Claude Akins played Sonny Pruitt, an old-school independent trucker. Frank Converse played his college-educated younger co-driver, Will Chandler. The two drove a two-tone green 1974 Kenworth W900 across America, picking up loads and getting involved in the lives of people they encountered. The theme song, Movin' On, was written and performed by country music legend Merle Haggard. NBC released an extended version as a single in 1975. The song topped the Billboard Hot Country Singles chart in July 1975, becoming a #1 country hit for Haggard. President Gerald Ford reportedly named Movin' On his favorite television series, created by Philip D'Antoni, the producer of Bullitt, The French Connection, and The 7-Ups. Aiken and Converse actually drove the trucks during filming. Guest stars across 44 episodes included John Ritter, Mackenzie Phillips, Janet Leigh, Patricia Neal, Jeff Conaway, and a pre-Miami Vice Philip Michael Thomas. The show ended March 2, 1976. Number 3. Chico and the Man on NBC.
Chico, don't be discouraged.
In 1974, the team of James Comack and Alan Sachs pitched NBC a sitcom about a cantankerous old white garage owner in East Los Angeles and the young Hispanic street kid who talks his way to a job working for him. NBC ordered it. Comack and Sachs would later spin off into Welcome Back, Kotter together, but first they needed a theme song. They approached the Latin guitarist who had just made Feliz Navidad a Christmas standard. Chico and the Man premiered on NBC on September 13, 1974. Jack Albertson, fresh off his Oscar-winning role in The Subject Was Roses and his role as Grandpa Joe in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, played Ed Brown. The Man, Freddie Prinze, a 20-year-old Hungarian-Puerto Rican stand-up comic discovered on The Tonight Show, played Chico Rodriguez. Scatman Crothers, Bonnie Bolland, and later Della Reese filled out the cast. Jose Feliciano was asked to write one theme song. He was so worried the producers would reject his work that he wrote two. The producers loved both and used one for the opening credits and the other slower and more melancholy for the closing credits. Both featured Feliciano's signature acoustic guitar and warm vocals. The opening's chorus, Chico Don't Be Discouraged, the man he ain't so hard to understand. The closing reprised the melody in half-tempo. It was the first American TV series set in a Mexican-American neighborhood and the first to use a Latin artist for its theme. Freddie Prinze died by suicide on January 28, 1977. He was 22. The show continued one more season, 88 episodes total. The theme song outlived everyone in it. Number 2. Beretta on ABC.
Don't go to bed with no price on your head. Ooh, no.
In January 1975, ABC was looking to retool a 1973 cop drama called Toma after its star Tony Musante quit after one season. Producer Stephen J. Cannell rebuilt the show around a different unorthodox detective. The new lead would be Robert Blake. The new show would be called Beretta. Beretta premiered on ABC on January 17, 1975. Robert Blake played Detective Tony Beretta, a plainclothes street cop who lived in a Fleabag hotel with his pet cockatoo, Fred. His catchphrase, "Don't do the crime if you can't do the time," became one of the most quoted cop show lines of the decade. Blake won the 1975 Outstanding Lead Actor Emmy. The theme song, Keep Your Eye on the Sparrow, was written by Dave Grusin and Morgan Ames. The original Season 1 recording was supposed to feature vocals by Jim Gilstrap, a black singer. The studio overruled the decision. According to Morgan Ames, the message was that you could not open a white show with a black singer. The vocals were stripped out and Season 1 ran with an instrumental version. When Beretta became a hit, Robert Blake personally insisted that the lyrics be restored for Season 2. Producers approached Sammy Davis Jr., the legendary Rat Pack singer. Davis recorded the theme in 1975. His soulful and Keep Your Eye on the Sparrow when the going gets narrow became the defining Season 2 opening. A semi-instrumental cover by Rhythm Heritage hit number 20 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1976. Beretta ran 4 seasons and 82 episodes, ending May 18, 1978. Robert Blake's later 2002 arrest for the murder of his wife, Bonnie Lee Bakley, overshadowed the show, but never erased Sammy Davis Jr.'s opening vocal. Number 1. Welcome Back, Kotter on ABC.
Welcome back.
In 1975, comedian Gabe Kaplan and TV producer Alan Sachs, the same Alan Sachs who had just co-created Chico and The Man at number 3, developed a sitcom for ABC called Kotter. The premise, a young Brooklyn-raised teacher returns to teach at his old high school. Sachs wanted a theme song that sounded like The Lovin' Spoonful. His agent happened to also represent John Sebastian, the former lead singer of The Lovin' Spoonful. Sachs pitched Sebastian on writing a song called Kotter. Sebastian sat down and tried. The only word he could find that rhymed with Kotter was otter. He scrapped the approach and wrote a different song about returning to where you started from. He called it Welcome Back. When Alan Sachs heard it, he liked the song so much that he changed the show's title to match. Welcome Back, Kotter premiered on ABC on September 9, 1975. Kaplan played Gabe Kotter. The Sweat Hogs John Travolta as Vinnie Barbarino, Robert Heggies as Juan Epstein, Lawrence Hilton Jacobs as Boom Boom Washington, and Ron Palillo as Arnold Horshack. The show was an instant top 10 hit. The theme was originally less than a minute long. ABC asked Sebastian to extend it for a single release. He wrote a second verse. Producer Steve Barry, who had just produced Theme from SWAT, co-produced it. Welcome Back was released as a single in March 1976. On May 8, 1976, it hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. It also topped the Adult Contemporary chart. It was John Sebastian's first and only solo number 1 hit. The show ran 4 seasons and 95 episodes, ending June 8, 1979. And that's a wrap. 10 forgotten 1970s TV theme songs you'll instantly remember. From Stan Daniels' Phyllis Flourish to Alan Thicke's Different Strokes anthem, to Bob James's Angela, to Donny Hathaway's Maud, to Jack Jones's Love Boat, to Merle Haggard's chart-topping Trucker anthem, to Jose Feliciano's Chicano Serenades, to Sammy Davis Jr.'s Sparrow, to John Sebastian's chart-topping Welcome Home. The shows fade, the themes never do. Which forgotten 70s theme is still stuck in your head? Drop it in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you're first in line for more retro TV deep dives. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.